You already know what tonight feels like. You're sitting there, and your body is home, but your mind is still stuck somewhere in the middle of everything that happened today. The emails, the conversations that went sideways, the things you said, the things you didn't say. The weight of it is still sitting on your chest, and no matter what you do, you can't seem to shake it. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. That feeling isn't weakness. It's not you being too sensitive or too dramatic. It's your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do, which is hold on. The problem is, most people have never been taught how to let go. And so they go to bed with it. They wake up with it. They carry it into tomorrow. And then the day after that, until one day they look up and realize they can't even remember the last time their mind actually felt quiet. If that sounds familiar, keep watching. Because what I'm about to share with you is going to change the way you end your days permanently. Now, before I go any deeper, I want you to know that we have some incredibly powerful related programs linked down below in the video description. People who are exactly where you are right now have used those programs, and the results have been genuinely life-changing. But here's the truth. Most people will scroll right past that link. They'll watch this video, feel something shift, and then do nothing about it. And that's fine. This information will help you either way. But if you're someone who actually wants to stop living in survival mode and start experiencing real mental peace on a consistent basis, that link exists for a reason. Don't ignore it. Now let's talk about what's really happening inside you when a hard day hits. Picture this. It's 7 in the evening.
You've been going since the moment your alarm went off. You've been managing, adapting, holding it together, performing.
And now you're supposed to just switch off. You're supposed to just be present. Maybe someone at home is talking to you and you're nodding, but you're not really there. Your eyes are open, but your mind is somewhere else entirely, replaying that one thing that happened at 2 in the afternoon, asking yourself what you could have done differently. And the cruel part is, the harder you try to stop thinking about it, the louder it gets. It's like telling yourself not to think about a pink elephant. The moment you try to push it away, it fills the entire room. So you pick up your phone, you scroll, you try to numb it out, and for a few minutes it works. But then you put the phone down and it all comes flooding back. And now it's midnight and you're lying in the dark with your eyes wide open, mind running at full speed, and tomorrow is already starting before today even ended. This is what chronic stress actually looks like. It's not always dramatic. It's not always obvious. Sometimes it looks like being tired but unable to rest. Sometimes it looks like being surrounded by people but feeling completely alone. Sometimes it looks like laughing at something and then, 3 seconds later, feeling an ache you can't quite name. And here's what's really scary. Research consistently shows that when your brain stays in a stress loop for long enough, it literally rewires itself. It starts treating ordinary moments as threats. It starts shrinking the part of your brain responsible for creativity, decision-making, and emotional regulation, and enlarging the part responsible for fear and reactivity. In plain language, the longer you stay stuck in that cycle, the harder it becomes to get out. But here's where everything changes, because the brain that wires itself into stress can wire itself back out. That's not a motivational slogan, that's neuroscience. And the people who understand this, the people who actually apply specific techniques consistently, experience something that honestly looks like a different life from the outside. Their mornings feel different. Their relationships feel different. The way they handle pressure at work feels completely different. Let me take you into what that actually looks like. Imagine finishing a brutal day. Something went wrong. It cost you time, energy, maybe money. You walk through the door, and instead of carrying that weight for the next 6 hours, you spend just a few minutes doing something intentional with your mind. Not meditating in a complicated way. Not journaling a novel, something simple, deliberate, and deeply effective. And within 15 minutes, the knot in your chest is loosening. Your breathing is slower without you trying to slow it. Your thoughts are still there, but they're quieter now. They're not running you anymore. You're running them. And you sit down to dinner and you're actually present. You're actually tasting the food. You're actually hearing the conversation. And when you go to bed, you fall asleep without your mind staging a courtroom drama about everything that went wrong. That's not a fantasy. That is a learnable skill. And the people who have learned it report feeling like they got years of their life back. Not because their circumstances changed, but because their relationship to their circumstances changed completely. Here's one of the most powerful resets you can start doing tonight. The moment your day ends, physically cross a threshold. It can be your front door, your bedroom door, even a specific spot on the floor. And as you cross it, say to yourself, that was then, this is now. It sounds almost too simple. But what you're doing is giving your nervous system a physical signal that the context has changed. Your brain responds to environmental cues. You can use that to your advantage. Pair that with 5 deep exhales. Not inhales. Exhales. The exhale is what activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of your biology that tells your body it's safe to relax. Most people breathe in when they're stressed, trying to brace themselves. But the actual release comes from breathing out. Long, slow, deliberate exhales. Do 5 of them before you even sit down, and you'll feel the difference immediately. Now here's another layer. After the exhale sequence, you need to give your brain something to anchor to in the present moment. Stress lives in the past and the future simultaneously. It replays what happened and catastrophizes what might happen next. The only place it cannot exist is right now. So you physically pick 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can feel against your skin. This isn't just a mindfulness trick. This is a hard reset for your threat detection system. It forces your brain into the present moment, and the moment your brain is present, the stress loop is interrupted. But here's what I want you to understand. These techniques work powerfully on their own, and for some of you, they'll be enough to create a noticeable shift starting tonight. But for the people who are truly exhausted, who have been running on empty for months, who feel like they've tried things before and nothing sticks, a deeper level of support exists. The programs linked in the description below go much further than what I can cover here. And the people who commit to that deeper work consistently report that it didn't just help them manage stress, it transformed the way they experience life itself. Most people will keep doing what they've always done and keep getting what they've always gotten. You don't have to be one of those people. Here's a final tool for tonight. Before you go to sleep, ask yourself one question. What was one moment today that I handled better than I would have a year ago? Not what went wrong, not what you failed at. One moment of growth. Your brain will fight this at first. It's trained to scan for threats and problems. But when you force it to find evidence of your own progress, you are literally rewriting the neural story it tells about you. Do this for 30 days and the research is clear. Your baseline emotional state shifts, your resilience increases, your stress recovery time shortens dramatically. This is how transformation actually works, not in one massive moment. In small, consistent, intentional resets that compound over time until one day you realize the person you were at the beginning of this journey and the person you are now are almost unrecognizable to each other. If you're ready to accelerate that journey, stop waiting. The programs linked below in the video description are there for the people who are serious about making this change real and permanent. Everyone else will keep hoping tomorrow feels different. Go check it out right now while this is still fresh, while you can still feel what brought you here today.